Thank you so much for choosing to be informed and also educated by Maisha Prime News here on Maisha Television. It is our pleasure to have you on board for the bold, authoritative and incisive bulletin. Here are the stories prepared for you. Tonight,
except the army, there was no live fire extinguisher in this town. The water itself was conspicuously absent. So in the absence of water, in the absence of, a fire extinguisher, then you can imagine there is total mismanagement of resources in this part of the world.
Also tonight,
kwanza huyu mwenongea jambo kama hiyo uniambie jina lake, nitafute county commissioner ya West Pokot, nionyeshe address ya hiyo mkora, awekwe kwa boot ya gari, waulize ukoo yao ilikuwa wapi zamani apwe.
Plus,
mtu yule peke yake katika Kenya hii akiandamana na mama watakaofanya nchi hii iwe kama nchi zingine, watoto wetu wapata ajira. Mimi nikiwa kiongozi wa wafanyikazi najua ni mtu mmoja tu.
Alright, welcome on board. My name is Rida Kering Chebet. Azimio la Umoja One Kenya presidential aspirant Raila Amolo Odinga, together with his team on Thursday, took the Azimio One Kenya campaigns to Marsabit County. The former Prime Minister is seeking to strengthen his grip in the pastoral community's vote basket. Addressing the residents, the former Premier promised livestock insurance to pastoralists across the country. Millicent Makoha with more.
Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Lands presidential candidate Raila Odinga took his campaign in Moyale in Marsabit County for vote hunting mission.
Kuanzia mwaka huu, jamii hao watapata kutoka kwa serikali msaada shilingi. Kuna wale wa mama wana watoto hawana mabwana, single parent mothers, masikia mwingine ni mjane, bwana yake alifariki, sio mwingine walipata mtoto lakini kijana ametoroka, sawa. Hao mama watapata msaada kutoka kwa serikali ya baba na mama.
The Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Lands Coalition will transform and unite the people of Marsabit County after the August polls.
Timu ya baba na mama ndio ya kuaminika kuleta maendeleo na kulinda haki ya kila Mkenya na kila mkaaji wa Marsabit County. Hii ndio timu ya kuleta umoja, mambo ya ukabila iishe, furugu za ukabila ziishe. Nawaomba hata kama wewe una support candidate fulani, mwenzako ana support mwingine, tuombe kura kwa njia ya amani bila furugu.
Azimio la Umoja One Kenya presidential candidate Raila Odinga has promised that his government will address all the problems faced by the residents of Moyale.
Wale ambao wanataka kuanzisha biashara yao, hao vijana na kina mama, tutaanzisha hazina mpya pale ambao wanaweza kwenda na kukopesha pesa kuanzisha biashara yao na walipi chochote mpaka baada ya miaka 7.
He promised to ensure access to quality health care for all Kenyans, provide education and employment opportunities to the youth.
Semeni Baba Care, Baba Care, Baba Care, Baba Care, Baba Care, Baba Care. Hiyo ni mpango mpya ya matibabu ambaye tumesema kuanzia mwaka ujao hakuna karo tena, kuanzia primary mpaka hata chuo kikuu hakuna kulipa karo tena. Halo, na wakimaliza masomo yao watapata ajira sawa sawa, kazi pale ambapo wanaweza kupata mshahara mzuri, kuinua hali yao ya kimaisha na kusaidia wazazi wao. Hapana kazi ya kusukuma wheelbarrow.
The opposition chief was accompanied by a bevy of elected leaders, including Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka, Junet Mohamed, Peter Kenneth, Francis Atwoli, among other leaders.
Mimi kutoka leo natangaza amani kwa watu wa Marsabit. Wangapi wananiunga mkono? Kwa hivyo pia nataka nijue mambo haya yatapatikana ikiwa ndugu Raila na dada yangu Martha Karua mnawapigia kura tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8.
Lakini sababu yangu ya kuja na kuandamana na baba ni kwa ajili sasa tabu iliyoko katika nchi hii na ajira. Watoto wamesoma, watoto wamepata degree, watoto wametoka kwa mashule, wengine wameuza vitu kusomesha watoto yao na hamna kazi, si ndio? Mtu yule peke yake katika Kenya hii akiandamana na mama watakaofanya nchi hii iwe kama nchi zingine, watoto wetu wapata ajira. Mimi nikiwa kiongozi wa wafanyikazi najua ni mtu mmoja tu, huyu ni Raila Amolo Odinga.
Kwa serikali ya baba usalama itaimarika, kwa serikali ya baba mabarabara itajengwa, kwa serikali ya baba bei ya vyakula itakuja chini. Tarehe 9 mwezi ya 8 watu ya Moyale tunataka kuona kila mtu amepigia Raila Amolo Odinga.
Tunajua mko na shida ya vipande na mnajua kitu moja inachangia hiyo ni ufisadi, sivyo? Baba akiingia ataziba shimo zote ambayo ufisadi inapitia. Ya pili, baba atalete maji kwa kila boma. Ya tatu, kuna watu wengine wanaona mashamba, wanatafuta customers, lakini baba akiona shamba zetu kubwa ya North Kenya na itatuletea vijana kazi.
For Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television, I'm Millicent Makoha.
Kenya Kwanza presidential candidate William Ruto has unveiled his education charter containing a myriad of proposals aimed at overhauling the sector should he win the presidency. DP Ruto met with educational stakeholders at the Kenya Kwanza Education Symposium at the Catholic University and pledged to support the CBC, which he says goes in line with his vision to empower the young people, develop their skills. Sharon Chepchumba with more.
Deputy President William Ruto has welcomed the shift from the 844 education system to the new competency-based curriculum CBC, whose implementation has been ongoing for the last 5 years.
We are going to have a conversation about competence-based education. I want to say from the onset that
Ruto, however, notes that the competency-based curriculum will need to be reviewed to accommodate concern from parents, teachers, as well as stakeholders in the education sector.
we also undertake that we are going to abolish the delocalization policy as is set up now and replace it with a program that will appreciate that teachers are a national resource.
The DP was speaking on Thursday in Nairobi during the unveiling of the Kenya Kwanza Coalition Education Charter, which Ruto promises to implement as part of his manifesto should he become president after the upcoming August elections.
As Kenya Kwanza, we support the progression from what we had as knowledge and exam-based education only to the new format of knowledge, skills, and competence, as well as value-based education.
Concerns around the implementation of the competency-based curriculum, which is currently at grade 6, include additional costs, inadequate training among teachers, limited number of staff, stretched learning facilities, among others.
And at the level of entry in employment, the nationalization agenda will be implemented at that level, and subsequently an incentive will be made available so that teachers who voluntarily want to teach outside their counties and outside their localities can be paid an allowance in promoting the national nature of our teachers, so that we can remove the current distress that is facing families and teachers who we have been given horror stories about, some of them committing suicide and that kind of thing.
A section of political leaders allied to Ruto's political camp have been critical on the CBC, raising concerns that his administration may abolish the new curriculum.
You have no reason not to vote William Samoei Ruto as the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya. And by that statement, there is nothing wrong. If we as teachers who are progressive, those in the classrooms and who believe in a good future, we have a God-given opportunity. The way we had with Kibaki, another Kibaki has come in the name of William Samoei Ruto.
From Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Sharon Chepchumba.
President Uhuru Kenyatta on Thursday flagged off the main cars of World Rally Championship WRC Safari Rally at the Kenyatta International Convention Center on Thursday. His Excellency flagged off the first 10 rally cars, which included Kenyan teams comprising of Makrai Kimathi, Maxine Wahome, Jeremy Wahome, Hamza Anwar, and the French megastars Sebastien Ogier and his co-driver Sebastien Loeb, who are gracing the iconic Kenyan fixtures for the second time. Bushebi Jr. with more.
The rugged 5.4 kilometers of Naivasha rally tracks will experience the biggest showdown this month under the WRC 6th edition competition and second under President Uhuru Kenyatta.
The second full season, 1 minute, a second full season in rally. 3, 2, 1, and they're off. Maxime Mohamed and Morage Waigwa.
President Uhuru Kenyatta flagged off the World Rally Championship Safari Rally on Thursday from Kenyatta International Convention Center in Nairobi, marking the official start of the race. The rally has been termed by the president as the second one under his government.
We gather again here today for the second consecutive year to host the Safari Rally as part of the World Rally Championship Series.
The 2022 rally will be hosted in Naivasha from 23rd to 26th June. He flagged off the first 10 rally cars, which included Kenyan teams comprising Makrai Kimathi, Maxine Wahome, Jeremy Wahome, Hamza Anwar, and the French megastars Sebastien Ogier and Sebastien Loeb, who are gracing the iconic Kenyan fixture for the second time.
And they're off. Mwangi Kioni and Makrai Kimathi. And this is also the order they'll be getting underway with on SS1 at Kasarani. All right, so they're going in reverse order. Maxime Mohamed, along with Morage Waigwa, competing in the WRC 3 category. part of the FIA.
Uhuru said the rally was a major boost to the transport and hospitality sectors. Previously recorded an unprecedented sellout, which was good for Kenya's fast rise in sports tourism.
The rally was of great benefit to the country, injecting approximately 6 billion shillings into our economy, with every sector sharing in the pie, including players in the hospitality and transport sectors, as well as micro, small and medium enterprises in Naivasha and the surrounding towns.
He also added that Safari Rally enjoys a special place in the country's national heritage as he tells the story of its rich cultural tapestry with warmth of its people and the diversity of its splendor.
Indeed, as we all know, the Safari Rally enjoys a very special place in our national heritage. It's a rally that tells the story of Kenya's rich cultural tapestry, the warmth of its people, and indeed the diversity of our splendor. It is an iconic event tied to the history of our country, to the history of sports in Kenya and East Africa, and to our determination to juxtapose the modern world with our natural beauty.
The head of state expressed optimism that this year's event will be bigger and attract more spectators across the world. He thanked the World Rally Championship team and all the stakeholders for organizing the successful event. Sports, Culture and Heritage CS Amina Mohammed thanked the president for ensuring that the global event came back to Kenya. Amina pointed out that Uhuru's determination and commitment have borne fruits that will see the country host the event uninterrupted for the next 5 years.
But this year, we actually have hybrid cars that are participating in the rally. So we are keeping the promise to ensure that the focus that Kenya has on sustainability continues to grow and continues to have the impact that it's intended to have.
This year, we are taking a notch higher by ensuring that we take greater care of our planet by mitigating the negative impact on the environment. We are supporting the planting of 7 million trees across counties together with WRC. And this is part of the initiative to offset the carbon emissions.
Since the WRC returned to Kenya last June, after a break of almost 20 years, the sport has ushered in an exciting and new sustainable era with the introduction of the hybrid-based Rally 1, and we are delighted to showcase these new regulations on this truly iconic event known through the world.
For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Bushabi Jr.
And traders at the Garissa Open Air Market, popularly known as Souk Mugdi, are counting losses running in millions of shillings after a fire razed the entire market on Thursday morning. The market that houses more than 5,000 small-scale traders specializing in clothing, groceries, electronics, eateries, butcheries and wholesalers was reduced to ashes in an inferno that started in the wee hours of Thursday morning. It is not yet clear what ignited the fire that started at 2 a.m., even as some of the victims speculated on whether the fire was an act of arson or a result of an electric fault. According to the traders and residents, this is the 5th time the market has burned in recent days.
Uchunguzi umeanza na timu yetu kutoka kwa DCI na ofisi yangu imeanza uchunguzi kutafuta kiini aswa cha moto ambaye ilichoma hiyo soko leo asubuhi.
Except the army, there was no live fire extinguisher in this town. The water itself was conspicuously absent. So in the absence of water, in the absence of, a fire extinguisher, then you can imagine there is total mismanagement of resources in this part of the world. So at least some people must actually be held accountable.
Watu wa sokoni wanasema kwamba hii is a planned issue.
Lakini hata hivyo tunasema kwamba poleni watu wa Mugdi. Kila mwaka wakati iko siasa tulikuwa karibu namna hii, ndio inachoma. Hata mwaka ujao inaangua kama saa kama hii, hatujui kitu gani inachoma. Mungu tu ndio anajua, lakini siwezi kusema fulani ndio anachoma. Siwezi kusema watu wa siasa ndio iko nyuma yake, lakini tunashangaa sana kitu gani inachoma kila siku, kila mwaka, karibu mwaka 3 mwaka 4. Wakati ya siasa mwaka 5, wakati ya siasa ndio inachomeka soko.
Hali sasa hii imetulia kidogo. Tumejaribu kama wanabiashara kujikamua, tukakodisha magari hizi ambayo ziko mbele yenu, kuhakikisha hizo moto zimesaidika kufua kidogo. Tangu saa 8 usiku mpaka saa hii tuko kwa rada, tuhakikisha kwamba kila kitu iko safe. Lakini hasara tulipata ni zaidi ya mabilioni hata.
Moving on, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (IEBC) has invited the 4 presidential candidates in the August general election for a stakeholders meeting on the voters register. The candidates, William Samuel Ruto of Kenya Kwanza Alliance Party, Raila Amolo Odinga of Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Alliance, George Wajakoya of Roots Party, and Wahiga Mwaure of Agano Party will meet Chebukati on Wednesday next week at Windsor Golf Hotel. The meeting will measure on the printed register of voters, election results, path, and harmonization of campaign schedules for presidential candidates. Azimio la Umoja presidential candidate Raila Odinga questioned IEBC's move not to use the manual voter registers as a complementary mechanism to electronic identification of voters. Odinga has moved to court to question why the poll agency used the rationale saying it will lock out electorate who have a right to exercise their democratic right at the ballot. 7 civil society organizations also moved to court to challenge its decision to do away with the use of the manual voter register. The groups have asked the High Court to compel IEBC to restore the use of the manual register. Let's take a short commercial break. More news coming up. Stay tuned.
When it comes to roofing, Prime Roofing Mabati is the best. Prime Mabati Factory Kenya has the experience on fast, free and safe delivery to any part of the country. Order now. Our Mabati profiles include Roma Tile G28 at 710 shillings, G30 at 580 shillings, Bread Style G28 at 710 shillings, G30 at 580 shillings, Uri Tile G28 at 710 shillings, G30 at 580 shillings, Zen Tile G28 at 710 shillings, G30 at 580 shillings. In the glossy finish, we have Box Profile G30 at 475 shillings, Corrugate G30 at 480 shillings. All with a variety of colors to choose from. In the galvanized, we have ordinary Mabati G30 at 390 shillings, G32 at 330 shillings. Prices are done per meters. Our offers include free delivery and free packets of rubber washers for every order. Our Mabati are durable, strong, corrosion free, and have a 15-year warranty fade free.
Tunapeana mabati na warranty ya 15 years ambapo ukinunua mabati yetu kuna document tutakupea ambapo ni warranty which reflects 15 years.
For inquiries, call our branches in Bungoma 0701 600 700, in Busia 0797 600 700, In Kikuyu, 0713-005-566. Our Bungoma office is located along Bungoma Mumias Road, next to St. Domiano Hospital, opposite Mississippi Plaza at ABC Building. In Busia, we are located along Busia Road at Bumala Market, next to Post Office. Prime Roofing Mabati, roofing made easy.
Engineering jobs can now also be found widely in the computer engineering, software engineering, nanotechnology, mechatronics, and many more.
Engineering tips in association with Bushangala Technical Institute Kakamega. Send an SMS quickly with your name, type of course, KCSE or KCPE min grade, postal or email address, desired intake, phone number and your ID to 0721 280180 or 0726 800561. Write to the principal, PO Box 2227 5100 Kakamega. Visit us online on www.bushangalatechnical.ac.ke. Exams are carried out by the Kenya National Examination Council. Bushangala Technical Institute Kakamega, Center of Excellence.
Mwanafunzi anapojiunga na chuo cha Biblia analipia tu production ya vitabu, kwa sababu tunafanya kitabu kimoja shilingi 200 na tuition fee tunafanya shilingi 1000 per semester, yani katika msimu mmoja wa kusoma. Mafundisho haya ni si ya dini moja, ni mafundisho ambayo katika kimombo tunasema it is interdenominational.
Welcome to Gospel Believers Fellowship Bible College. Contact us today 0724-039-828, 0724-039-828, or you can visit our offices at Gospel Believers Fellowship Headquarters Church next to Bungoma Huduma Center. Gospel Believers Fellowship Bible College, teaching you to know Christ.
Do you believe in forever?
I followed my heart and it led me to her. I have fallen in love. Do you understand me? I have fallen in love.
So you're in love. You say you're in love.
In a love story of two people from two different worlds.
You don't want me to work, do you? You never wanted it.
Nagme.
Am I to sit at home all day long, waiting for you to come home while I watch the children? Is that it?
Of course, and I want them too.
You know what? Maybe we're not the right people for each other. Maybe what I want is something you can't give me.
Nagme, that's enough. Nagme!
How can the heart tell that someone must be the one?
Oh, please save my daughter. Do something good for once in your life. You must accept her as Eshter's second wife. And save my daughter.
For anyone who has loved the first time, one always believes it is bound to last a lifetime.
Now that nobody is doing anything, I guess I'll have to do what it takes. Better you die than be my daughter. No! Ah! Help me! Don't run! Help me! Somebody stop!
In a love story of two people from two different worlds.
What happened? Tell me.
Is it true what I've heard? Was that girl your girlfriend? And did you sleep with her as well?
I wanted to tell you, but I didn't want to make you upset.
Don't you touch me.
You are mine. Every Saturday and Sunday on Maisha TV at 6 p.m. It is a season of seriousness, and only the serious presenters come onto your screen.
Maisha Prime News and Maisha Prime Morning Edition. My hustle, my story. Maisha Prime Weekend.
Rida Kirin Chibet, Millicent Makoha, Brian God. Only on Maisha TV. The stage is set. The time is now. Credible news. It is prime news. Only on Maisha TV. Prepare for the beast. Informative, authoritative, unbiased. Welcome to Maisha News.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with Maisha Prime News. Talks of implementation of the Truth, Justice and Reconciliation report took a center stage when Azimio la Umoja running mate Martha Karua met Muslim religious and community leaders in Nairobi. The Muslim community called on the Azimio outfit to guarantee the upholding of Muslim rights in exchange of their voting bloc. Nerima Wekesa is on that story. In the dinner event organized by Muslims, religious and community leaders, the leaders decried were determined as the alienation of their rights and also marginalization of the Muslim community by previous administrations.
Many Muslims find it almost impossible to get identification cards and passports. Muslims face legal discrimination and are targeted as non-Kenyans or as second-class Kenyans. Further, this discrimination is magnified in other social services, including education, health, and employment.
Sisi tushafanya ushirika na yeye kuanzia 1992 wakati wa kubadilisha katiba hii ya kuondosha section 2A. Tumepigania na sisi pamoja na yeye na wengineo.
Cases of enforced disappearance and extrajudicial killings have been on the rise among the Muslim population in the country. According to data from the human rights, body missing in the past 5 months of this year in the hands of police that translate to 3 people per week. The most affected regions were Muslim majority areas of Mandera, Wajir, Garissa, Nairobi and Mombasa.
We are concerned that the Muslim Ummah is profiled and targeted for illegal measures including harassment, disappearances, torture and extrajudicial killings.
While among other things calling for implementation of the Truth, Justice and Reconciliation Commission report, the Muslim leaders now want the Odinga administration to ensure justice and equity for all in exchange for their voting bloc.
We are willing to partner with you and other Kenyans to establish mechanisms to address transition justice, including considering of implementation of various investigative reports that have looked into past injustices, including Truth, Justice and Reconciliation Commission report.
Twajua wengi wamepatiwa mafungu yao na sisi fungu letu. Martha, Deputy President wa kwanza wa kike katika nchi ya Kenya, tunakuaminia. Ndio leo tukawako hapa usiku tena.
There is a term we use. We never tell someone, I'm now giving you your daughter. Masai never says so, and I don't think any other African community can actually say so. But we have a word we normally use. We tell you, our doors are open. That is what we normally say.
The door is now open. May I, on behalf of Azimio, say we are ready to engage with you, not just because of the vote.
While pledging to address the issues facing the Muslim community, the NARC Kenya party leaders say the interest in the acceleration of provision of Article 43 of the Constitution on the socio-economic rights of Kenya's primary concern.
And because the level of development will be as near as possible the population of Kenya will redistribute itself. You will find people moving to stay in places that had fewer numbers. If you go to America today, they have no problem about boundaries of constituencies. It's because the level of development is nearly as possible everywhere. The problems we have in this country is not so much about negative ethnicity. It's not about religion. It is more about balancing in treatment, in development, so that the same process I undergo to get my ID is the same process any other Kenyan will undergo.
And with the just 46 days to general election, Karua rallied on the Muslim leaders to throw their weight behind the Odinga Karua ticket, saying it is Kenya's best bet.
One, to seek your votes so that we can lay to rest the ghost of disputed elections. If we get an overwhelming vote, then that matter gets sorted out the way we had sorted it out in 2002 when we elected Mwai Kibaki overwhelmingly as a nation. We are at crossroads again, and we need to rescue ourselves from disputes of election which can bring us violence and instability. And if we overwhelmingly choose the path that offers the promise of progress over prosperous, shared prosperity, actually, let me use those words.
The leaders pledged to give the Azimio side their support, saying that is where they feel the best interest of the Muslim community will be adhered to.
Now, on the other side is actually continuation. Continuation, because the key other candidate is the current and for the previous decade deputy president of the country. So really there is no change. That is the current deputy president. And the running mate is my former boss's PA. So again, no change. So if you're looking for change, this is the ticket that is changed. Of course, I know my President Uhuru Kenyatta has done a good job, but there are, like any good politician who has served for a long time, there are people who will probably have issues because he has not lived up to their expectations. Expectations are very high. If then that is the case, this is the change you are looking for. If you say you are moving away from the president, first of all, if you are supporting him, this is the side he's supporting. In the event that for some reason you feel you need to have some change, again, this is change because the other side is exactly the continuation that I was talking about earlier.
For Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television, I'm Nerima Wekesa. And the government is collecting about 24 billion shillings monthly in taxes and spending 21 billion shillings on fuel subsidies, making it unsustainable. Energy Ministry has said. Petroleum Principal Secretary Andrew Kamau says this has drastically reduced tax revenue from petroleum products to a level where the government is barely collecting any tax from the fuel. The Petroleum PS reiterated the government's position that fuel stabilization fund is unsustainable in the long term. Through the kitty, the government has managed to keep the pump prices low over the last 1 year, but at an expense of other government programs that need funding.
We really need government support in ensuring that the stabilization is paid timely so that the burden for oil marketing companies reduces. We also really need the support of the bankers to sustain the working capital support. It's not for free, we pay for it, but to appreciate the environment in which we deal, because we know that some of the smaller players have difficulty when talking to their bankers.
Obviously, we have the concerns about dollar liquidity. In some instances, we have noted dollar liquidity that has impacted business operations. So the gap is real, that's what I'm trying to say. But there are tools to solve the gap, and we have used them in the past. We've used them in the past. And the tools for me are really simple. However, they're also very sensitive. You must make it more valuable to hold the shilling than to hold a dollar.
Just to give you an idea of the kind of subsidy that you are getting, in gas oil, I think it's something like 40 shillings per litre. We collect in this country on taxes on fuel about 24 billion. Last month we paid the oil industry 21 billion. So you're pretty much getting your fuel tax-free in Kenya.
The rising cases of suicide in the country have been linked to the increase of mental health among Kenyans. Hence, the government has declared suicide a national disaster. According to the Ministry of Health, 1 in every 4 Kenyans suffers from mental health, translating to 25% of the population.
Thank you. Launch this action plan.
Mental health conditions, they cost the Kenyan economy 62.2 billion Kenya shillings, which is equivalent to 0.6% of our GDP in 2020. And also the investment case will show that investing in mental health will give us productivity gains worth Kenya shillings 161.6 billion shillings over a 10-year period. There are conditions which have very high return on investments. These are epilepsy, depression and anxiety.
Kwa sasa tuko na vituo kama 4 ndani ya Kilifi County ambavyo vinatoa huduma za afya ya akili. Kusema ukweli, katika wale wateja ambao tumekutana nao, takrimu zinatuonyesha kwamba wale waliolazwa ndio kiwango kikubwa wana changamoto za afya ya akili, ikiwa katika 40% hivi.
Now to matters security, the government has been urged to beef up security in schools located in areas affected by perennial banditry. West Pokot Governor Professor John Lunyangapo says some schools located along the county borders have been affected by insecurity, a situation that has seen some of them lock the doors to learners. Let's listen in.
Kwanza huyu mwenongea jafu kama hiyo uniambie jina lake, nitafute county commissioner ya West Pokot, nionyeshe address ya hiyo mkora, awekwe kwa boot ya gari, waulize ukoo yao ilikuwa wapi zamani, akwende anakonganisha watu, because that's not us. Sio sisi kukonganisha watu, we want peace hapa. Sababu tunaheshimu sana mambo ya elimu.
Alright folks, let's just take a quick commercial break. I'll be right back with the remaining part of the bulletin.
Bushangala Technical Institute Kakamega. Intake is on for full-time courses in civil engineering, building technology, artisan in masonry and plumbing, applied sciences, clothing and textile, mechanical engineering, welding and fabrication, business courses, computer and ICT, electrical and electronics engineering. We also have provision for persons with disability. Send your application to the principal, Bushangala TTI Kakamega. Call us on 0721 280180 or 0726 800561. Send an SMS quickly with your name, type of course, KCSE or KCPE main grade, postal or email address, desired intake, phone number and your ID to 0721 2801 80 or 0726 800561. Write to the principal, PO Box 2227 5100 Kakamega. Visit us online on www.bushangalatechnical.ac.ke. Exams are carried out by the Kenya National Examination Council. Bushangala Technical Institute Kakamega, Center of Excellence. Information, knowledge, astute expert analysis.
Kalonzo leo ako hii side, kesho ako hii side. Even to his children at home, they're really wondering, what does my father stand for?
Kutokuwa na msimamo ni kitu mbaya sana. Kutokuwa na msimamo ni kitu mbaya sana. Ni kitu mbaya sana.
Never implemented because of the confusion that arose because of the handshake stories. Lakini mzee amekanyanga polepole akuja kupitia ukiwa bado kwa barabara.
I wouldn't say that, because I would go with what Deputy President himself said when he was unveiling regarding Gachagua, because it will be putting words in his mouth. Credible and authoritative insight in news and leadership auditing.
Right, welcome on board. My name is Rida Kering Chebet.
Get the latest financial and business information.
The only challenge we have now is about the hike of the prices of food, whereby when you come like the oil we have now, the price is too high for us.
Hoteli lazima iwe na changamoto zake, sababu ukiona saizi ni wakati tumekuwa kwa corona ndio imeisha, sasa hivi vitu zimepanda. So for us to maintain ile quantity, it's now a problem for us. So we have to add some prices to other things, or we have to reduce the quantity.
That will open your acumen on sound investment in the largest and most developed country in Eastern and Central Africa.
I swear to God, I love Kenya.
I guess I tell all fellow Kenyans to just, be in love and respect love and the place it plays in our lives.
TV will never be the same again. It will be better.
Really appreciate CA and also our viewers. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Maisha!
Introducing the award-winning TV station, Maisha TV, Kenya's fastest growing TV. Looking for the reliable and affordable branding services with a guarantee of quality and durability? Work with Aluta Brands Media. Aluta Brands Media is a branding and general printing company in Bungoma town that provides reliable and affordable branding services. This includes t-shirt printing, graphic design, large format printing, promotional items, and digital printing, among many. We design and print flyers, brochures, catalogs, business cards, calendars, burial programs, letterheads, posters, receipt books, job IDs, school IDs, certificates, and notebooks, among many. We also do banners, stickers, roll-up stamps, vehicle branding, backlit lightbox, one-way vision or window graphics flags. We also brand different promotional items in bulk, including mugs, caps, wristbands, water bottle, bags, pens, loyal cards, among many. We do high quality fabric t-shirts printed with long-lasting PCV. We have lightweight t-shirts, medium weight, and heavyweight. Price differs according to quality of the t-shirts and also quantity. We do embroidery, vinyl clothing, screen printing, digital sublimation, direct to government printing. Give us a call now on 0724 508 050 or 077 508 050, or 0733 508 050. You can also email us at info@aluta.co.ke. We are located at Bungoma Town, Bidon House, first floor, next to National Oil, near the Governor's office. Our social media handles are at @aluta_Kenya and Aluta Kenya. Aluta Brands Media, giving you quality and durability. Every Saturday.
Classic France. Scotland continue. They're going to do it, are they? Van der Merwe. This one makes home. And here comes the try. And key goal for Moinos Magician. What a try by the Italians. Thundering into the game with some nuclear attacking for Italy.
At 1:30 p.m.
The whole of the stadium to its feet.
Maisha Sports Replays.
Welcome back. You're watching Maisha Prime News. Let's get our today's education segment.
St. Mary's Ukwala Boys High School is a public school sponsored by the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Kisumu. It's pinpointed in Ugenya constituency in Siaya County. The school aims to prepare students to make positive contribution to their society development and acquire values of national patriotism, adaptability, self-reliance and self-discipline. Since the arrival of Mr. Onyango in 2019, the school has experienced speedy transformation in terms of infrastructure.
You is the principal St. Mary's Ukwala High School. George Nyakoya Nyango, senior principal. I was posted to St. Mary's Ukwala in 2019 and I took over on 4th of January. I've been here to this date. We as a school, with the help of our stakeholders at the Board of Management, we have tried to improve our school in terms of academics, in terms of infrastructure. Our constituency development fund, the CDF, has generally supported us in terms of giving us money to put up, to improve on water supply for the students, and even managing to give us a generator, a 54 kV generator, which is right now helping us a lot. We've been having problems of power, and at times even students could even go to sleep early as a result of outages. But we thank God for all that has happened to this day. We still look upon the CDF to give us more support as time goes. As a school, and even the BOM, as a Board of Management, the Board of Management has also struggled in one way or another using the limited funds that we receive from parents and even the government, and we have managed to put up some small infrastructural improvements. This, we have also water supply for the teachers. Initially, the teachers used to draw water at the same point with the students. A few classes have been tied. We still hope for the best. And through our school funding, we have managed to improve in terms of purchasing more electronic equipment, computers, printers, and etc., both for the students' use and the teachers' use.
The school is among the best performing schools in Siaya County, with students portraying high discipline level and hard work, making most of them to attain high grades for university intake.
Our school has generally been on upward trajectory since I stepped in, and we hope for the best. God willing, we will be recognized as one of the main regional schools which students can look up. More is still needed. We have improved on our music equipment. We started the music 2019. And our first lot is going to do KCC. The music class is going to do KCC this year. We also struggle as much as possible to avail for them majority of the equipment that they may need to perform.
My name is Frederick Shtubi. I'm the Deputy Principal St. Mary's Ukwala High School. I joined this school about 1.5 years ago, and my main concern has been upholding the discipline standards of this school. I must confess we had challenges here, and one of the challenges we've had in this school, possibly leading to some poor performance in exams, has been discipline. We've had challenges with a few locals who used to bring in some drugs, particularly marijuana. I want to say we've stamped that out. We also had challenges of sneaking. I also want to say we've stamped that out. And we also had cases of theft. I want to assure you, discipline is the bedrock of success.
Being the 2019 Teacher of the Year award holder, Mr. Shikuku, the school deputy principal, has used the privilege to motivate the students on the importance of education.
During the last, the 2019 Kesha conference, the 44th conference, Frederick Shtubi was picked as the toya. The photo is up there. Those who are the winners. I was the gentleman among, that is the best principal, the best toya, the best innovative teacher, and Frederick Shtubi. And I want to thank God for this award. I've not just picked it and sat on it. I'm using it to impact. That's why you were told earlier, I just don't serve in Ukwala. I am a teacher beyond the four walls of the classroom, a teacher beyond the four corners of Ukwala High School. That's why you will get me motivating, inspiring colleague teachers and students to give the best they can. I always tell them, and this is my mantra, you don't have to be the best, but anytime you have given an opportunity, give it the best.
For Prime News Maisha Television Education segment, I'm Philip Simiyu.
Thank you, Philip Simiyu, for that segment there. And now let's shift gears for daily business, My Hustle, My Life, My Story by Nerima Wekesa.
Skyview Hotel, open in Kandui, Bungoma County, along Webuye Malaba Highway, is the home away from home following the delicious dishes. Mr. Adrian, the resort manager, explained on how he started the hotel.
Tuko along Webuye Malaba Highway na tuko eneo Malaba, opposite Shell petrol station, practically opposite of this road block. Kando tuko na Skyview guest house. Ndani ya Skyview tuko na rooms, tuko na restaurant, tuko na kaba site bar. The services that we always offer kwa hii industry yetu, tunafanya hostel catering, tunafanya, we have a conference hall in the other branch, Malaba side, na tuko na okay, in-house services tuna offer bado.
The hospitality level of the place is the main attraction of the customers and consumers in the hotel. Edian says the good services offered is the main reason why people choose to dine in Skyview Hotel.
Skyview ile inatufanya we do good sales ni inside parking security. Because customers wetu wote wanaingia ndani, akikuja na gari anapark ndani and the gate is ever closed, especially when it's rated at 10 to 11. So hiyo inatupea sales department ya room. In a hotel side tuko na our customers when wanapenda not loud music. Maybe they have business to do in a hotel. Wanakaa mahali this place is very silent. You have a conversation with your friends, at the same time you listen your music. Hiyo inatufanya tunakuwa sales. Kitu kingine department ya hoteli yenye offer sales sana, especially in-house clients. When anaingia ndani tunamuuzia room. We sell him or we offer him all products in our room or his room. Hatuwezi uza ndani nje, tunauzia chakula yake akiwa ndani ama tunauzia hoteli penye anataka anapenda.
They offer both African and foreign dishes to their customers.
We always deal with these local meals like ugali, those African dishes, ugali, managu. We offer fish, chapati, rice, and more. As long as we can offer you the chicken. So type of familiarity tunatengeneza ni moja. We always do wet fried chicken or boiled or dry one. We can serve it with ugali. We can serve it with chips or chapati. Yeah.
Apart from him benefiting from the business, the hotel has created job opportunities to Bungoma and Western Kenya residents.
Being in a competition in the business is not a negative. Second, youths wasingoje sana. So I must start something big in order for us to prosper. Start from somewhere, at least you have got a testimony to tell. Nilianzia mahali fulani, this is where I am now.
According to Mr. Edian, the resort has opened up the area in terms of infrastructure development, thus security enhancement. However, he narrates the challenges he suffers in the business.
Challenges in competition to kawaida. And fine, challenges za competition tunaweza kuelewa naye. But more challenges in ile kama we have got a financial crisis whereby no workings like before some years back. 2 years ago tujauza vizuri, tujakuwa na sales vizuri. Alafu tena challenges zingine before days wakati wa COVID kuna zile hadi people used to say Kandui ndio watu wa corona wamesimama kwa sababu watu wa trucks ndio wanatembea na corona, and yet some hotels mtu akaanza roll away lala, especially when it comes to Sky. Most of the people were truck on the land, but wanasema watu wa truck ndio wanalala huko. That's why tulipoteza biashara kidogo, but generally we are happy with what we are making and we are.
For Maisha Prime News, my hustle, my story, I'm Nerima Wekesa.
Well, that feature there by Nerima Wekesa brings us to the end of Maisha Prime News. Remember, Maisha Prime News comes to you every Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. and 9 a.m. and on weekends, that is Saturday and Sunday at 9 p.m. My name is Rida Kering Chebet. Enjoy the rest of the broadcast.